Dobro Yutro, Divine Pisces, 222. It is Sunday, November 17th, 2019. Doing an energy check-in for the Twin Flames today. I'm not going to do a live today, guys. I've got too much to catch up on, so I'll resume the lives next Sunday, okay? So first card we've got out today, again, is the Sun. So yeah, I do feel a lot of ascensions, a lot of awakenings definitely happening. Third eye's opening up, crown chakra opening up, really learning to interpret these messages that are coming from source. A lot of change in perspective, guys. A lot of shifts happening right now. Still some darkness kind of coming up, okay, with these healing processes and the ascensions and that sort of thing, okay? So just be aware of that. You may be feeling some triggers. You may be feeling the triggers in your life, but you also may be feeling them from your twin. Okay, keep that in mind, especially if you've recently had communication or anything like that. It could have been triggering communication, but I do feel this is more in the 5D, like a lot of triggering going back and forth, a lot of sexual energy, definitely going back and forth between the twins right now, because there's always mirroring. But yeah. A lot of ascensions going on, guys. Probably feeling the pull in the solar plexus here today. Remember, that's a trigger, right? That's your trigger chakra. So, as I stated, there may be a lot of triggers going back and forth, okay? Because there's always mirroring going on. There's still some purging aspects that need to happen right now for healing. So keep that in mind, okay? Again, communication is all over the last couple of weeks, guys. Mercury's going to come out of retrograde soon, but I still feel a lot of communication going on right now between the twins. Now, this could be 3D communication, could be 5D communication, could also be communication coming to you from spirit, so keep that in mind, okay? But again, I do feel a lot of you will be receiving communication if you have not received communication yet, but of course, keep in mind, it may be triggering. Also, it may be very flirty, may be very sexual in nature, okay? So remember, if you need to put up those boundaries to do that, that's up to you. I'm not the morality police, so I'm not going to tell you what to do, okay? It's your guidance that you need to seek, okay? But I do feel definitely some activity in the sacral chakra going on right now, which actually is triggering a lot of creativity, kind of this desire to move whenever, in whatever situation that you're in. You wanna see movement, okay? That could be with your mission, it could be with your karmic situation, what have you. All right. Let's see what we got going on with Divine Masculine today. Ooh. All right, let's see what we got. Yep. Yeah, a lot of Divine Masculines recently rebuilding from some towers, absolutely, okay? And the towers go back and forth, so you may have recently hit a tower as well. So keep that in mind. But I do feel, again, a lot of Divine Masculines really trying to hunker down and rebuild from these towers. And they're recognizing the towers for what they are, guys. They're there to break down the foundations, and they have to rebuild them, right, as they see fit. And this is really trigger Divine Masculine into action, absolutely, but some of them may still have some guards up, okay, so keep that in mind. They still may be a little closed off, a little hot and cold, that sort of thing, because, again, the triggers are kind of going back and forth, but there's definitely a decision that needs to be made here, and they're pondering that decision, okay. Also, again, a lot of sexual energy coming in right now, definitely feeling that. Some Divine Masculines feeling a little left out in the cold here, feeling a little sorry, a little regretful, okay, about something. This could be karmic situation. It could be where, for the longest time they were in a codependent situation and now they're no longer in that situation. They may have taken action to end that situation and now they're feeling the effects of it, right? But they're pushing through, right? They're recognizing that it was the right decision to make. They just need to rebuild, right? Some of them feeling a little rejected. Some of them feeling a little unworthy, that sort of thing kind of coming in, and it could be they feel a little rejected, not just from a karmic situation, but it could be from Divine Feminine, so keep that in mind. Try to stay out of that Queen of Swords energy, okay? Because they're harboring a lot of feelings right now. They don't really know how to express these feelings, so it's like they're coming in little bit by little bit, kind of testing the waters, so to speak, kind of seeing how Divine Feminine is going to react. Okay, this also could be in their karmic situation. They may be trying to test the waters there and trying to figure out, if they can, in fact, express their feelings and go about the ending of this cycle in a diplomatic way. But keep in mind, you cannot control the ending of cycles. Even though Divine Masculine is trying to do that. He's trying to control the end of the cycle, okay? He really doesn't, believe it or not, he really does not want to hurt anyone at all. And so what he's doing is he's trying to evaluate the situation, figure out what he needs to do moving forward. But there is definitely a codependent cycle here that needs to end, and it's being recognized right now. They're just, at this point of anxiety, they're like, they don't know which way to go. If they go one way, they're going to hurt this person. If they go the other way, they're going to hurt the other person. But all at the same time, they're just hurting themselves over and over and over again because they're refusing to make a decision, right? To end this karmic cycle. Now, Divine Feminine, you may be feeling this in the 5D. Okay, keep that in mind. You may be feeling the anxiety. You may be feeling the fear. You may be having sleepless nights and that sort of thing, because you're always connected. You can feel everything, right? You're not always sure what it is, but you can feel it. Alright, let's take a look. Well, that didn't take long. Alright, Divine Feminine, let's take a look at her, see what's going on with Divine Feminine right now. Yeah, Divine Feminine also recently triggered, guys. Yep, triggering, going back and forth, absolutely. This could be the connection, but actually could be something to do with the connection that is actually pushing you towards something to do with your mission. So I actually feel, I don't really believe in bad triggers, but this is definitely a good trigger here. I feel like something has recently happened within the connection with Divine Feminine that has really, triggered her to move forward with something. Whether it's a change in her mission, maybe she's focusing on something else in her mission, or maybe something in her job that she's passionate about, okay? But definitely still some sexual energy here. So it is going back and forth, guys. I do feel some Divine Feminines are definitely in hermit mode right now, okay? Trying to reevaluate what's going on. Again, maybe you receive some triggering communication, okay? So you're just, trying to figure out why you're triggered, okay? And that's really good. So going within, trying to figure out why you're triggered, right? Really contemplating what the truth actually is with the situation, really trying not to focus too much on the karmic crap that's around, but really focusing on her truth and her inner truth, and really trying to bring herself out of this Queen of Swords energy, which can be difficult, especially if you're in hermit mode. You kind of put up these boundaries without even really thinking about it. You're like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to deal with my own shit. Right? So I do feel Divine Feminine is doing that. Connection is still very, very strong with Divine Feminine, probably feeling this quite a bit. Again, feeling that pull in the solar plexus. That's that inner alignment. That's the pull. That's the trigger. But also some purging I definitely feel coming in with Divine Feminine. Some inner child issues absolutely coming in. Definitely having to do with fear and abandonment, rejection. That sort of thing, okay? So you may want to pay attention to that, guys. Remember, you want to release anything that does not serve you, okay, in order to focus on filling your own cup. And once you do that, once you fill your own cup, right, you basically can move forward without fear, because you're at the point where you're like, no, I take care of myself. I deal with my own shit. Nobody else has responsibility for what's going on in my life but me, right? It makes you feel a lot... skipping. I guess that's divine truth. I don't know. It skips at different times every single video. It's really weird. Okay. So yeah, Divine Feminine, definitely feeling in her strength here. And yeah, once you start figuring out that you have responsibility over yourself, it makes you feel very, very powerful. It makes you feel like you can't control the things that go on around you, but you can control yourself, and you can control how you feel, and you can control how you react to those situations, right? Which brings you strength. That's where the strength, the inner happiness comes from, is that emotional intelligence, that balance, learning the difference between reacting and what's the word? Oh gosh, it just went. Anyway, emotional intelligence. So basically learning how to accept what's happening without reacting to it necessarily, okay? And learning to evaluate it and clear out what needs to be cleared without overthinking it and just releasing it, right? All right, let's get some messages from the counterparts today. I know a lot of people are getting communication right now. It's really cool. If you've gotten communication, please let me know in the comments. Anything about your journey, really. I really do enjoy reading the comments, guys. I'm not always able to respond, you know, with a really long response, but I do really enjoy reading you guys' comments, so keep them coming. Alright, so messages. Not fully in their truth right now. They don't know how to come forward. This could be the catalyst moment. Could be the initial separation. Could be the day you met. Yeah. Also could be drugs, guys. Very closed off still. Some of them are very closed off right now. A lot of deception here. Still. Yep, they're starting to understand the connection, absolutely. Still feeling a little unworthy for some reason. Yep, they're definitely spying, guys. They'll find a way, even if, you know, you blocked them on social media or whatever. They'll find a way. Some of them are waking up to that fact. Again, a lot of us are programmed from a really young age that you have to earn someone's love. No, you don't. Not at all. There's no such thing as conditional love. Okay? That's actually a counterintuitive. Love should never ever be conditional, so don't ever think, you know, if you're in like a toxic karmic situation, maybe you're in a situation with someone who tells you that they don't love you because you are who you are, and they want you to change. That's not love, guys. That's control. Alright. Alright, yeah, so I was kind of, I think I kind of touched on this before about protection, guys. Some of you are not grounding and protecting yourself correctly, and it's leading to you feeling possibly very, very drained, maybe not dealing with your triggers as well as you should. It's kind of left you open for psychic attack. Could also have some negative influences against you. I mean, spell work is real, but honestly, it's one of those things, if you don't give credence to it, it's not going to affect you. So if some of you may be worried, this apparently is a common theme, and again, I've already kind of touched on karmic situations and karmic partners and the purpose of karmic partners. I don't feel that karmic partners are necessarily an enemy of the twin flame journey. They actually are your ally if you think about it. But I know a lot of people are really worried about black magic being done on them by karmic partners. Don't give any credence to that nonsense, guys. If you give credence to it, yes, it is going to affect you. And if you're really that worried about it, protect yourself daily, okay? Protect your twin as well. Yeah, some of you have been lowering your vibration on purpose because you feel like people that have been in your life are falling away from you and you're freaking out. It's like the ego's coming in telling you to make a change to keep these people in your life. What did I just say about unconditional love, guys? If you have to dim your light for someone to respect you or for someone to love you or for someone to accept you, you don't need that person in your life, period. Not at all. Doesn't matter who they are. They could be a mom, a dad, karmic partner, a child. I don't care. Like, you need to set up your boundaries. You need to tell these people or this person or whatever the situation is, I am who I am. I'm not going to apologize for who I am, and I'm not going to change to make you like me. Right? So keep that in mind, guys. Healthy boundaries. Boom. Boundaries. Look at that. What did I just say? I love when this happens. Sorry. So yeah, healthy boundaries, guys. You've got to set those boundaries. You can't sit there and let people drain from your cup. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. You're just going to end up drained. All that's going to happen is you're going to end up hurting yourself, okay? So really need to focus on that, guys. I know a lot of you are longing for reunion. A lot of you are longing for that home feeling. But keep in mind, you are at home within yourself. You don't even need your twin flame to make you feel at home. I know they feel like home because they're the same soul matter. Okay, that's the point. But you don't need them. You fulfill yourself. You make yourself happy. Okay? So yeah, and this also says belonging. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing here, guys. Set up those boundaries. You do not need to sacrifice who you are, your beliefs, your mission, nothing for people to accept you. Okay? If people don't accept you, who cares? What do you think of yourself? Do you accept yourself? Okay? If you're a light worker, you're supposed to be doing something. Don't sacrifice your work to make, quote unquote, someone happy. Because, first of all, it's not going to make them happy. It's definitely not going to make you happy. All it's going to happen is it's going to make these people feel like they can treat you that way. Keep in mind, if your twin is making you feel this way, if your twin is telling you that you need to stop what you're doing or you need to change, disconnect from that. You don't need that. Put up those boundaries. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to put up boundaries for your twin, too. Okay? So, alright guys, well I know it's kind of a short video, I'm sorry, I got a lot of work to catch up on, so I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you have any, feedback for me, definitely leave it in the comments. Like I said, I really like reading you guys' comments, whether it's about your journey or whatever, please let me know what's going on with you guys. Alright, thanks so much, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.